Hello everyone, welcome to CMI's digital classroom. So we have learned several divisions, right? Still, if someone asks you to divide any number by 10 and 100, how we used to divide that? Yes, normally if you ask to some of the students who are not aware about the division by 10 and 100, they will do like this. So suppose I am asking to divide 489 by 10. Normally we will divide 10, 4 times is 40, show 40, okay. Then 8 and this 9 will come, show 8 times 10 is equal to 80 and this 9 is the remainder. So we will follow this process, right? And if we learn how to divide by any number by 10, 100, 1000 like this type of number, then we can tell the quotient and remainder without following this division process, without dividing this by calculating in our mind. So today we are going to learn about this only in this class, how we can divide any number by 10, 100, thousands, this type of number. Okay, so the topic is division by 10. Division by 10. So very simply, first let us take some number and divide by 10 and let's see the result, what we are getting. After that we will conclude that how we can divide or how we can tell the quotient without division, right? As like what we have done, we can take another number 432 or suppose 4327. If you divide this by 10, so first it will be, चलो इधर ही लिखते हैं, इधर लिख सकते हो. So 10 4 times 40, 3 2 10 3 times 30, 2 7, right? So 10 2 times 27. So here 7 is the remainder and 432 is the quotient. So here one common result you can see the relationship between this, okay, and the quotient and the remainder, okay. So here you can see we have 4 3 2 7. So in this number we are dividing by 10. When we are dividing by 10, we are getting these 3 digits as the quotient. Quotient में हम लोग ये 3 digit पाते हैं and the ones digit, because here 10 is here only, we are dividing by 10 only, so the ones digit will be remainder. Ones digit is the remainder. So this is in this case. Let us take one more example. Is it coming same or not? So another example I am taking is 4296. Divide this by 10. So again 10 4 are 40. So 2 9 10 2 are 20. 9 6 10 9 are 96 is the remainder. So here also you can see whatever the number we are dividing 4296, this ones digit, ones place is the remainder and the rest 3 numbers are the quotient. So here from these two we can conclude that if we are dividing any number by 10 except ones digit जो है that is become the remainder, वो remainder हो जा रहा है and the rest of all digit is become the quotient, right? तो वेरी सिंपली बिना डिवाइड करके हम लोग डायरेक्टली बोल सकते हैं कोई भी अगर नंबर दिया हुआ है तो उसका क्वोशिएंट क्या होगा और रिमाइंडर क्या होगा in case of dividing by 10, 100, thousands like this type of number. तो उसके लिए हमें इस तरह से लंबा डिवीजन नहीं करना है, जैसे हम लोग मल्टीप्लिकेशन में भी करते हैं। मल्टीप्लिकेशन में भी अगर है तो 100, 10, thousands एंड इस तरह का नंबर्स को मल्टीप्लाई हम लोग पूरा नहीं करते हैं, सिर्फ 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद जितने जीरो है वो ऐड कर देते हैं। इसी तरह से in division also we will follow this process. Okay, so let us see some another examples and let us find out the quotient and remainder without actual division. Okay, without actual division we are finding the quotient and the remainder. Okay, so suppose I am taking some example for that. कुछ example लेता हूँ मैं. Suppose 3, 2, 7, 9 divided by 10. Another example I am taking 7, 2, 5, 4 divided by 10. Another example I am taking 2, 1, 6, 3 divided by 10. Let's take one more example. Let's take one more example. So 9, 9, 9, 9 divided by 10. Let's take one more example. 1, 0, 0, 0 divided by 10. So, what will be the quotient in this case and what will be the remainder in this case? Okay. So, here very simply you can see that one's place we have 9. So, remainder will be 9 and the rest of the places it is 327. So, quotient will be 327 and remainder will be 9 or will be 9. Very simply ये जो ones place का नंबर होगा वो रिमाइंडर होगा, बाकी सब जो होगा वो क्वोशिएंट हो जाएगा। तो यहाँ पे भी जो रिमाइंडर बचेगा 4 होगा और जो क्वोशिएंट होगा वो 725 होगा। So quotient will be 725 and remainder will be 4. Great. So this is how in this case also ones place we have 3 and rest of all 216. So quotient will be 216 and remainder will be 3. And the same way here we have 9. So 9 will be the remainder and 999 will be the quotient. So 999 is the quotient and remainder is the 9. So in this case you can see 0 is there. So remainder will not be there and this 3 digit will be the quotient. So quotient will be 100 only. So this is how you can divide any number by 10 without following the long process. You can directly tell what is the quotient and what is the remainder in case of dividing by 10. और अभी मान लो instead of 10 you want to divide by 100, then what will be the answer? Here suppose you want to divide by 100, then what will be the answer? Then you have to keep 2-digit remainder and this will be the quotient, rest digit. So यहाँ पे भी अगर करना चाहोगे 2-digit will be the quotient remainder and this rest 2-digit will be the quotient. So in that case the quotient will be and remainder will be how much? Let's see. So in that case quotient will be 32 and remainder will be 79. In this case also the quotient will be 72 and remainder will be 54. तो इसी तरह से यहाँ भी अगर 100 से डिवाइड करना चाहोगे तो 2 डिजिट तक लेना है रिमाइंडर, बाकी जो बचेगा वो हो जाएगा हमारा क्वोशिएंट। उसी तरह से 100 की जगह पे अगर 1000 से डिवाइड करना है तो हमारा 3 डिजिट हम लोग का रिमाइंडर हो जाएगा और जो 1000 प्लेस पे नंबर होगा दैट विल बी द क्वोशिएंट, राइट? So this is how you can divide any number by 10, 100, thousands, etc. Okay? The uses of learning mathematics, addition, subtractions, multiplication, division is the solving problems of our daily life. Okay, so especially the word problems or problems on division, multiplication, addition, subtractions, all types of word problems are the basic of mathematics, without which there is no any uses of learning mathematics. अगर आप सिंपली एडिशन, सब्ट्रैक्शन, मल्टीप्लिकेशन, डिवीजन सीख लिए हो और ये सोचते हो कि आप मैथमेटिक्स सीख लिए हो, but that is not the truth. So for that you have to actually learn the practical use of mathematics through the word problems, through the problems of mathematics. So here let's now discuss some problems on mathematics division. So 8 children can sit on a bench. The most important thing is when in exam or if in any competitive exam or if anyone is asking you some question, then it will be not given that the problems is on the basis of division, multiplication or addition or subtraction. So with the help of question only you have to identify that which type of operations will be used here. So here we have 8 children can sit on a bench. So suppose we keep long bench, and in that particular benches, if in a particular bench we make them to sit 8 children. So the question is, how many benches are required for this much of children to sit? So to solve this question, let us relate one question with simple one which we can solve in our daily life also. So for example, I am asking that total 32 or total 60 students we have in our class. For example, I am asking total 60 students we have in our class, and I am asking you that in a bench, a single bench, 2 students can sit. So in a single bench, 2 students can sit, and there are 60 students which we have. So for 60 students, how many benches will be required? So how you will solve this? So the question is, in each benches 2 students can sit and we have 60 students. So how many benches will be required? So you will very easily find out the answer of this question by dividing by 2. So 60 dividing by 2 you will get 30, and you will say that total number of students, total number of benches required will be 30 for 60 students. So here also, if the number of students are this much, 656, and in a particular benches 8 children can sit, then we can find out that how many benches will be required by dividing. Okay, so let us find out this. So first it is given that 8 children can sit on a bench, and the total students are 656. So total children is equal to 656. यहाँ पे और एक चीज हमने नोट किया है, नॉर्मली वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स में ये देखा जाता है कि बच्चे डायरेक्टली रफ वर्क करके आंसर उसका लिख देते हैं, which is not so much accurate. Okay, so वो आपका जब MCQ टाइप का क्वेश्चन रहता है, मल्टीपल चॉइस का क्वेश्चन रहता है, तब आप उस तरह से कर सकते हो. अदरवाइज आपको इस तरह से एक्सप्लेन करके करना है, वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स वर्ड के साथ वर्ड में लिख के करना है. ठीक है. So here we have total children is equal to 656, and in each benches 8 children can sit, and in each bench 8 children can sit. So therefore total benches required you have to find out. So therefore benches required is equal to 656 divided by 8, and now you have to divide this here only. यहीं पे आपको साइड में डिवीजन करना है. So 656 को अगर हम लोग 8 से डिवाइड करेंगे, so how many times it will go? 1 8 6, you have to take 65. 6 is smaller than 8, so 8 8 are 64, right? 8 8 are 64. So 1, 16, 8, 2 are 16. So we got 82. So 82 is the quotient, so that means 82 is the answer. So therefore benches required will be 82. Okay. So therefore आप class में लिख देना total benches will be required is equal to 24 for 656 children. So this is how very easily, if any number of children are there given and if any other number of student count is given, you can find out for that with the help of this process. Next question it is asking, the most important is this only to understand the question. Okay, so 459 students in a school, there is a school, the total number of students is 459. Okay, so they gathered in a school field. So they gathered in a school field for some drills. Okay, कुछ trainings या तो कुछ इस तरह से some drills के लिए आए हैं. So if there are 9 students in a row, so आप suppose assembly में ही हम लोग खड़े होते हैं, तो जितने भी total students हैं उसमें से अगर मैं ये बोल देता हूँ कि आप लोग को एक एक रो में 9 students ही stand करना है, उससे ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. So how many such rows can be formed? तो कितनी रोज हम लोग का उसमें बनेगा? तो टोटल नंबर इतना है, इसको रोज में अलग अलग रोज में खड़ा करना है, लेकिन एक रोज में 9 स्टूडेंट से ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. तो वेरी इजीली इसको भी हम लोग एक सिंपल एग्जांपल के साथ रिलेट कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि अगर मैं बोलूं कि हम लोग का क्लास में टोटल 60 स्टूडेंट है और हमको हर रो में 10-10 स्टूडेंट खड़ा करना है, तो कितने स्टूडेंट्स का कितने रोज बनेंगे? तो बहुत इजीली आप बताओगे कि 6 रोज बनेंगे, क्योंकि 10 करके अगर हम लोग 60 को 10 से डिवाइड कर देंगे तो ये 6 आएगा और इस तरह से 6 जो है रोज बनेगा. तो दिस इज हाउ वी विल डू दिस आल्सो. जस्ट सिंपली डिवाइडिंग बाय 9 will check how many rows it will form. Okay, so let us do this. So the total number of students here is 459. Total number of students is equal to 459. Okay, and there are 9 students in each row, and there are 9 students in each row. Okay, so 9 students are there in each row, therefore you have to find how many such rows can be formed. So therefore to find out how many such rows can be formed, we have to divide. So therefore the number of rows can be formed is equal to 459 divided by 9. So after dividing by 9, whatever the answer you will get, that will be the answer. So let us do here. You will do in the right hand side. यहाँ पे space है तो मैं बना देता हूँ. 459 you are dividing this by 9. So 9 से अगर डिवाइड करेंगे 5 9 are 45, right? 5 9 are 45. Okay, so 9 is remainder. So 9 one time are 9, right? So here 51 is coming. So 51. So that means the number of rows can be formed is equal to 51. Total 51 rows बनेंगे अगर 9 स्टूडेंट्स एक रोज में स्टैंड कराते हैं और टोटल 457 स्टूडेंट्स रहता है. तो ठीक है, तो वेरी इजीली इस तरह से हम लोग डिवाइड करके और इस तरह का प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, राइट? Here very interesting question, this type of question is there. Maximum बहुत important होता है इस तरह का क्वेश्चन और पूछा जाता है एग्जाम में. So the product of two numbers is this. The product of two number is given, and if one of them is this, so find the other number. So two number are there. So product of this given and one number is given. So to understand this also, we will relate this with a small example. Suppose I am saying कि the product of a number is 10. The product of two number is 10, and suppose I am telling कि one number is 5. So what will be the other number? What will be the other number? This is the question. So this one number is given, and you have to find the other number. So how you will find out this? So definitely you will find this by dividing 10 by 5, right? So if you divide 10 by 5, whatever the answer you will get, that will be here. क्योंकि हम लोग ने पढ़ा है कि डिवीजन जो होता है मल्टीप्लिकेशन का ऑपोजिट होता है, मल्टीप्लिकेशन जो होता है डिवीजन का ऑपोजिट होता है. So अगर इस तरह से रहे, so if you divide this 10 by 5, you will get 2. So 2, if you multiply with 5, then the 10 will be the result. Okay, so 5 to 10. So this is how also, if suppose I am telling 12 is the product of two number and one number is 6, then what will be the other number? So you will divide this 6. Okay, you will divide by this 12 by 6, and whatever the result will come, that you have to write here. That will be the answer. So divide 12 by 6 is equal to 6. 2 are 12, so 2 will be the answer here. So very simply, this is how you can find the answer of this also. And one more process is there, which you can find out by considering that also. So let us suppose that you have to consider like that. Let the other number is equal to x. Okay. So x multiply 6 will be equal to 348. तो ये हम लोग जानते नहीं है, इसका वैल्यू हमें निकालना है. ठीक है, अब हम लोग को इस तरह से करना है. तो अभी अगर हम लोग दोनों तरफ 6 से डिवाइड दे देते हैं, तो ये 6 कट जाएगा और ये 6 से डिवाइड हो जाएगा. ठीक है, 6 डिवाइड बाय 6 1 हो जाएगा यहाँ पे. सो दोनों तरफ हम 6 से डिवाइड कर देते हैं. सो x मल्टीप्लाई 6 डिवाइडेड बाय 6, यहाँ भी 348 डिवाइड बाय 6. सो ये 6 कैंसिल हो जाएगा. अब 6 को इससे डिवाइड, इस 348 को 6 से डिवाइड करना है. सो यहाँ पे चलिए डिवाइड करते हैं. 348 को 6 से डिवाइड करते हैं. 5 6 are 30, 6 6 are 36. So 5 6 are 30, 4 48. Okay, so 6 7 are 42, 6 8 are 48. So 6 8 are 48. So here 58 times 6 is equal to 346. That means ये जो कैंसिल होगा ये 58 टाइम्स में होगा. तो इस तरह से आप कैंसिल आउट कर सकते हो. अगर सेम नंबर होगा तो कैंसिल हो जाएगा, और अगर इस तरह से डिवाइड रहेगा तो हम लोग डिवाइड करके देखेंगे, जो परसेंट होगा उससे कैंसिल हो जाता है. तो हम लोग का x का वैल्यू क्या आ गया? 58. So that means the other number will be 58. तो क्योंकि x का वैल्यू हम लोग का 58 निकला, तो हम लोग ने माना था अदर नंबर x है. या तो अगर x नहीं मानते हो तो इस तरह से कर सकते हो कि अदर नंबर मल्टीप्लाई 6 is equal to this much. So other number is equal to 348 divided by this. So divided by this आप इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हो, या तो जैसे हम लोग नॉर्मली लिखते हैं इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हो. ठीक है, तो very easily this type of question you need more practice, then you can find out very simply by dividing. Okay. Now I hope you can able to solve exercise 6.7 and 6.8. So these two exercises is your homework. You can do 6.7 in your book also, and 6.8 question number 1 you can do in book. Rest of all you have to do in copy. So this is for today. Thank you. Have a good time. Take care.